What if I told you I built the Porsche showroom of my dreams, filled with every model I've ever wanted? Today I'm finally pulling back the curtain on this incredible collection. You're about to get an exclusive tour of rare editions, track monsters and timeless beauties all under one roof. Don't miss out on seeing what's truly inside my ultimate Porsche paradise. Special place to be, and yeah, I feel grateful and blessed to have the opportunity and yeah, to be amongst some of the greatest cars I'll ever see in my life. And I'm going to share with you what is actually my dream car, I'll be honest. You join me here today at JZM Porsche with, well, a good friend, Cayman 718 GT4, which is actually up for sale. I've done a full ownership review with the owner actually, which I'll leave, I'll leave in the description actually to check that out, because I'm such a big part of my channel is, understanding the owner. And actually, this car is one of my favourite cars of all times. I've spent plenty of times driving the 718 Cayman GT4, and we're going to go around this car, also check out some of the amazing cars around here. And it's actually going to be quite interesting going sort of back to back with, this is a manual car, with the PDK there. I've actually driven both of these cars on the channel, so I can share my reflections on that side of things. There is arguably my dream car just over there, a 911R, as well as various GT3 RSs, yeah, just everything here. But let's just go through my friend's car here, and I'll leave sort of links in the description to get in contact with JZM if you would like to purchase the car. Obviously, no pressure at all. But this is in gentian blue, looking absolutely stunning. I don't think the camera is ever going to do it justice in this showroom, but it's such a subtle car, such a subtle colour for a sports car, and I like that because you can just use it sort of every day on the road. It's not too out there, yet it's got the satin Aurum wheels as well, as you can just see through there. It just looks mega. And I know how well the owner looks after this car as well. You can see the PDLS lights as well shown there. Again, all the details I'll kind of leave below. But as we step inside, well, check out that rear wing. Absolutely mega. So just to give you the stats of this car, so 4 litre, flat 6, just sensational. About 420 horsepower at these through the rear wheels. Nice, huge Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's on this. If we open her up and go through into this car actually has quite a rare option, which I feel is kind of worth going. And that's a big part actually. It doesn't matter whether or not you have, spend a few £100,000 on say like a GT3. The bucket seats are the bucket seats. I know in the 992 they've changed them slightly, but in your 718 Cayman, bucket seats were an option, quite an expensive option to have. And I can tell you, as I've been a passenger in this car with the owner before on the channel, they're brilliant. They hold you in, and frankly increase kind of like the quality of the inside of the car. But we've got a great comparison because we've got the sports seats in the PDK car just there. You've got the centre lock with the yellow stripe just on the top there. 15,500 miles in this car. Manual gearbox, just so special. It smells, it's just so fresh. Alcantara around the side as well. A really, really well optioned 718 actually, because I've seen some as I kind of step inside. I've seen some which are quite sort of entry level Caymans. So to have one which is like this, this is your seating position in your Porsche. Unclustered steering wheel, absolutely immaculate. Physical dials, infotainment system, 6-speed manual gearbox. You've got your sports exhaust. You've got all your various settings as well, sort of affect the traction control. Lovely, just materials. Everything sort of like, everything is very high specs and high quality, put it that way. And just a great place to be. And yeah, I'm quite sad that the owner's actually, considering selling it. So yeah, if you're interested in this car, and I'm going to say all the cars here, but obviously some may be sold by the time you watch this video. So just check on their website to see. This showroom, I'm actually a little bit like, wow, I can't quite believe it. Yeah, and it even has cruise control as well.
And this is sort of like the pinnacle, you know, they're not making the 718 Caymans anymore in the same sort of way. See what Porsche do with in terms of like the electrification and bits. Having driven the manual quite a lot as well myself, I've really enjoyed it. I drove it at Porsche Silverstone's Experience Centre on track and I loved it. But I've also driven the PDK. So we'll move on to that PDK car because again, a lovely, nice, subtle colour. So we kind of just share a little bit more of the outside just there. You've even got boot space at the front and the rear on these Caymans, but we'll say goodbye to this Cayman because I'll share the PDK version as well. This car has a few different options, which is quite nice to actually kind of contrast as well. You've got the standard sort of like sports seats, which again are really well sort of like, you know, they still hug you in. Red contrast seat belts as well. You've got the PDK. Now the PDK was introduced with the Caymans, sort of like, it wasn't like initially they kind of came through, but if we just take a gentle sit in, they didn't initially announce the 718 Cayman. It was generally just with a manual. They put the PDK in. I've driven the PDK. I found on track I had more time to think about like my lines and getting involved in the car. And with the Caymans, can you see the little arches? You can really pick your apex out really nicely with these. 6,600 miles on this car. Red centre lock. You've got really high quality paddles as well. But there's your choice. Red sort of like, I love these. Really feels a bit motorsport. And the seats are lovely. They're not the full buckets, but they're still going to hug you in, and perhaps on longer journeys you're going to get sort of like better, yeah, more comfort. But it's all for everyone's shapes and size, really, isn't it? I love that, the crayon all round there. That's really, really nice. It's like crayon inserts. And as I was kind of saying, a lot of these cars don't come with, you know, you have to option all of these things. This is the way with Porsche. So these seem really well spec'd, really, really well spec'd. For example, that car had sports chrono. This one doesn't have the clock. So slightly different on that front as well. But you get the little GT4 badge. I love being in these cars because, you know, I'm sitting here in November 2025 and these cars are still here and they're looking absolutely sensational. But curious to know what you think, PDK or manual, it's up to you. And yeah, I feel like, you know, I often don't know where the world of sort of like combustion engine cars are going and sports cars and stuff that I'm passionate about, but they're still here. They're in this showroom. Okay, it's on the used market now, it seems, but you can still get them and they're pretty special. And actually JZM, even just from coming here, it's the first time I've been here, the hospitality is insane. It's just so high class. Yeah, if I was ever going to get a Porsche, love to get it here as well. Let's go through a little bit of the outside just of this car, because visually they're pretty much exactly the same. Oh, GT4 badge lit up. I feel like being so delicate as I kind of check it all out. Yeah, look at that. Absolutely incredible. There's my friend's car. And again, check it out. Sort of like in the descriptions, all the images, all the details of the car. And yeah, if you're interested, drop JZM a line. There are some insane cars here. And apologies, you know, you guys in the comments, get involved and name some of these cars we're going to go around and just the details, because I'm a bit blown away. I'll do my best to name the ones that I can, that I know of. But yeah, let's check this out. So, I mean, just an incredible speedster. I mean, insane. And I loved this generation of GT3 RS. This is sort of like a Top Gear kind of style car. This is very much track focused and loving those original kind of lights. They just looked insane. And I hope the lighting's coming okay out for you. If there's any sort of flickering, I do apologise. Yeah, but track special in here. Unbelievable. And we've got like the turbo just shown down here. I love the wheels of these. Very much remind me of my Golf R actually. Sort of like the all-round Porsche. Very, very nice. That generation. Cayman R. Cayman R is like, well, yeah, one of my sort of like picks of cars that you can kind of go for, because they're very nicely priced right now and very special to drive, and it's a sports car engagement, so you've got all the sort of like all the sort of fun in a Cayman package. Yeah, absolutely incredible. Just an amazing selection of cars, really. Turbo S shown here. Oh, yeah, and if can you name them all? It's literally kind of like Pokemon. Got to catch them all. Got to name them all. Insane. But we've got even nicer cars around here, and I'm going to share with you what is actually my dream car. I'll be honest. There's a sports classic here. I've never seen one of these in person. Even times I've spent at Porsche Silverstone's Experience Centre, I've not seen this car before. Yeah, I mean, I'm a bit speechless, but I love that ducktail spoiler. Really kind of sets the car off. All these cars are on like trickle chargers, obviously to keep the batteries nice and fresh. So this is a sports classic. That's my favourite car ever. That's like the pinnacle for me. The day I kind of get that car, that's like complete. Life is complete with the cars. Porsche 911R, manual gearbox, flat six. Incredible. Very rare to see these. So this is in the green stripe. You can get them in the red stripe as well. Yeah, you're not likely to see one of these on the road at all. Yeah, name them in the comments. I'm curious to know if you can go through, just name the colour, name the car, and put it in the description, because I'll be excited if you can get them all. And yeah, try not to cheat by checking on the website just yet. See if you know, and just sort of say, oh wow, that's that. Because that's what my channel's all about. It's a community channel at the end of the day. Yeah, insane. But this is definitely, I mean, just the lines and everything about it. It's an absolute dream to kind of see it. Carbon ceramic brakes. You've got the 911R, and I quite like the sort of like, not sort of smoked lights, sorry, but just more silver lights. That looks nice. Oh, sort of stunning. Just absolutely next level. GT2 RS. So I've driven this on track, and it's a powerful car. Turbocharged, so you've got sort of like 700 horsepower through the rear wheels there. 911 Carrera S, GT3 RS. I feel like I shouldn't be naming them for you, but you can name sort of like the full details as well, because it's just incredible. Yeah, GT2 RS is, again, it's kind of like, you know, I share a lot of VW Golfs as well on the channel, and you know, being part of the same VW Audi group with Porsche, this is essentially just like the ultimate indulgence of like motorsport and power and speed, and one of the fastest cars kind of in the world. And even today, not much will get past the GT2 RS. You've got the Visac package in this one, with the roll cage and the bucket seats. But again, the bucket seats are very similar to my friend's 718 Cayman, so it's quite nice you can get that in a Cayman, over sort of like the bigger brother of the 911 Turbo or GT2 RS here. And we've got a GT4 RS here, and I'll leave in the description, because I did spend a lot of time driving the GT4 RS actually from a kind subscriber. Yeah, it was good to sort of spend time with that. Very raw, very track focused. Yeah, again, you've got sort of like a GT3 motorsport engine, mid-engine, balanced, bucket seats. That's got the Visac package as well. And the sort of like the Spider sort of sibling alongside it is nice to see. And yeah, you get that open top roof experience. And I think the looks wise, you've also got that ducktail spoiler, sort of similar to the Sports Classic that we saw over there. So that's kind of nice to sort of see it with the vents. It's certainly getting me excited again about sort of like these kind of cars that they're here. Gorgeous inserts in the seats, and PDK gearbox. Absolutely mega. Are there any cars that you guys aren't sure what they are? because I don't think there's going to be a better collection anywhere in the world of stunning Porsches, and just looking immaculate, basically. That's the thing. And really well cared for, and it just get the impression here, everyone's sort of like, infused with all these cars, and they're just really nicely taken care of too. But sadly, I'll walk past the 911R because maybe it's sort of like you see it here, and then who knows, maybe in 5-10 years time might be the car for me. You never know. But let's just wander back quickly past the Sports Classic, past the wheels, past the Carrera 4S, past the Turbo, back to my friend's 718 Cayman. And we had a great time sort of driving in this car. And I know how much he enjoyed the car. And he's actually, I get to know owners pretty well. So ownership reviews are helpful. If you know the owner, that's just as important about knowing the car and how well it's looked after and how well it's kept. And I think specification for me is quite a huge thing. And I'm a big fan of the PDLS lights, and you can just tell the difference perhaps cars which don't. Manual gearbox engagement, I think for a Cayman I'd be kind of edging towards the manual, but nothing against the PDK, and again, I've driven it, it's a brilliant car, and I'll leave in the description all my kind of Porsche content, because this is a bit of a mind-blowing experience to be here, and as I said, it's kind of like the first time being here, so hopefully not the last. And we just check again, just briefly inside, that sort of Alcantara suede, but let me know in the comments which one's for you, which one's your favourite. It's kind of great kind of just sitting in here and being in here, being back in a Cayman GT4. These are the cars which we work hard for, you know, why you get up in the morning, why you're sort of, I suppose for like, for me, for humans, for like innovation, and to work hard in whatever industry you do, whatever passion you're about, and, you know, and to spend it on something that you really, really then enjoy. This is it. And I love a car which is sort of like 3 or 4 years old. What am I sitting in now? You know, it's a brilliant car. I feel that they're great cars to get into at this point. And yeah, sad to see this one go. I don't feel it's going to hang around long, because it's hard to find them in such insane condition and with the right options. So I'll leave all the links in the description to JZM, and they not only offer sales, they also offer storage, tuning, really world renowned actually, and I can't believe it's the first time that I've actually been here. So I hope you've enjoyed the walk around of these insane cars, and yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and all the links in the description. Special place to be, and yeah, I feel grateful and blessed to have the opportunity, and yeah, to be amongst some of the greatest cars I'll ever see in my life.